something. I think we're made of something.
1.5 of their 9 hours were gone. All they had shown for it was impatience. Man, look, we only got 7.5 hours left, okay? You're really sure you want to just sit around? No one was willing to argue this time. Very well then. There's only one way for us to proceed. Sure not gonna be fun running around knowing we gotta jump when Zero says jump. Well, it's stupid to just sit around here doing nothing. Thanks to Snake's... I can't remember what... I feel like I've just given her just a whatever voice, just because I don't really care for her character. Thanks to Snake's card, at least we have some idea of how this all works. Correct. As long as we follow the rules, we should... well, we will most likely be alright. But what? Oh, but what? Who's going to go in which door? June looked toward the numbered doors. Oh yeah, that's right. We can't have any more than 5 people in one door. All 8 of us can't go in the same door. Yet it would seem we will have to split up. Well, wait! Lotus looked terrified. I'm telling you now, there is no way in hell that I'm going into door 5. Come now. Don't be selfish. Call me whatever the hell you want. I'm not going in there. I'm going to have to walk through all that blood. Then I'd rather to stay here. And we were doing so well. He's spirited for sure. He seems like a bad kid type. Yeah. 4! Door 4! Pick number 3, my lord. Pick number 3, my lord. Ace shook his head sadly. Sorry, but I ain't going in there either. Someone else can go into door 5. Oh, Santa, not you too. Hey man, I just bought these shoes. If you think I'm getting some creepy dude's blood all over him, you got another... See, aha! I know that spelled it. You got another think coming. You got another thing coming. I know that spelled wrong. That was the last straw. What the hell, man? Weren't you the one who kept saying we should get going? Yeah. So? Doesn't mean I want to go into door 5. Oh, God. There was an awkward silence. Jeez, Santa. What are you doing, my dude? Ooh, a typo. They must be white. I mean, I get it. Yeah, white shoes. He's got white everything else, pretty much. Finally, 7 spoke. 5. I'll go into door 5. I can't go in there alone, though. Anyone else willing to come with me? There was another long silence. Man, good on you, 7. You know what? Just that move right there made 7 bump up just a little bit in my character list. This time Snake was the one to break it. I'll go. What? Don't worry, you'll be fine. We may part now, but I'm certain we'll meet again later. How do you know that? Because I do. That's not an answer. If you're going, I'm going too. I'm going into door 5. What am I going to do with you? There's nothing you have to do. There's nothing you have to do. Ace stepped forward. If I join you, the problem is solved, correct? 7 is 7, and Snake is 2. And if you add Clover's 4 and my 1, the digital root will be 5. 7 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 equal 14, 1 plus 4 equals 5. That was cute. Oh, it worked perfectly! The 4 of us can go into door 5. Wait, what about the other 4? What's their digital root gonna be? Junpei did a quick mental calculation. Lotus, Santa, June, and Junpei remained. Their bracelet numbers were 8, 3, 6, and 5. What would their digital root be? Okay, here we go. This is where I need your help, because I don't have a calculator. So, let's see here. I'm gonna try to do it in my head while you guys are doing it on the calculator. I'm gonna get it way faster than I can in my head. So, 8 and 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 2 and 2, that's 4. That works, that works. Right? It's 4, right? Yeah, equals 4. Okay. See, I got it. I got it right before you put it in the chat, too. So, he repeated what he'd determined. It's 4. Add up our 4 bracelet numbers, and the digital root is 4. Then we can go into door 4. Yeah, huh. That worked out well. Yeah, that worked out well, douche. 4, door 4. No calculator needed. Junpei ran over the team assignments in his head one more time. 4 people would go into door 5, 7 Snake, Clover, and Ace. 4 people would go into door 4, Lotus, Santa, June, and Junpei. Junpei had to ask himself if the teams were what he really wanted. Beyond door 5 was what remained of the 9th man. He never wanted to see that thing again, but something in him said it would be unwise not to examine the corpse even a little closer. Of course, if he went through door 5, he wouldn't be going with Lotus and Santa. True, it would be possible for him to bring June with him through door 5, but that would mean she would have to see the horrific carnage that waited there. Junpei didn't want that. Junpei was torn. Should he stay silent and go through door 4? Or should he stop them all and insist on door 5? As he turned his options over and over in his mind, Ace spoke up. Alright then. It seems we've reached a conclusion. Shall we go? He began to walk toward door 5. Clover and Snake followed, and 7 a short distance behind. Junpei, which door do you want to go through? Wait, is it 4? Well, I can't say the F-bomb in here, lol. Oh yeah, my chat is kind of, I think my chat is PG. My chat is PG for the most part. I said tick tick motherfucker, or TikTok, but not nicely. So we've decided on door 4, right? Or do we want to go through door 5 and investigate the body? I'm comfortable with either, really, because either way, door 5 we would probably go with Ace, and 7 seems pretty cool, and we would go with the smart guy if the corpse, what was I gonna say? Oh. So we don't want to go with Snake correct? Okay, so door 4. Alright, we're going to door 4. Decided that door 4 would be fine. I'm gonna miss you, Snake. You're so smart. He would go through door 4 with Lotus, Santa, and June. Yo, oh my goodness, I see what they did. They put us with like the 2 dumbest characters. Like the 2 most unintelligent characters. Don't F the corpse, that's weird. Why had Junpei even considered doing otherwise? He would be there for June. For Akane. Kurashiki. That seemed good. He felt it was the right choice to make. He made no shows of affection, but Junpei saw her as something more than just a friend from his childhood. He watched the other 4 walk toward their door. Ace, Snake, Clover, and 7. Junpei said nothing as they left. Bye, Snake! Bye! I'm gonna miss you, bruh. But Santa will pull the dead weight. Before long, they had reached door 5. They talked to one another for a few seconds, saying things Junpei couldn't hear, and then laid their hands one by one on the scanner panel of the red. Ace grabbed the lever, his face tight with determination. He turned over his shoulder to look at Junpei and his companions. Oh, don't say goodbye. Don't say goodbye, Ace. Don't say goodbye. Bye, Ace. No, don't say bye. No. Be careful. As Ace pulled the lever, the door swung open, the mouth of a great, hungry beast. Beyond the door, Junpei knew, lay the sad remains of the 9th man. It did not surprise him that Ace, Clover, and 7 hesitated. The body was not a pleasant thing. Snake had no such problems, as his blindness made him immune to the horror. He stepped through the door, his feet making a wet splash in the pool of blood. Do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you? See, man, Snake even went in first, man. Snake is the best character so far. We'll miss you. We'll miss you. Snake had not even bothered to turn around, but the other 3 stilled themselves and stepped through the door. I want this to be an anime. If this is not an anime, I want this to be an anime just because I want these characters to come to life. Door 5 swung shut, closing with the heavy finality of metal upon metal. Junpei and his companions scrambled to the door. They pressed their ears to it in an attempt to hear what might be taking place on the other side. Smell whatever exploded in the intestines. It's beeping. It's just like before. Probably the sound of the detonator on the bracelet. Do you think they're okay? June's face showed her concern more plainly than her words ever could. Almost as though in response to her question, a voice rang out from the other side of the door. It was 7. Hey, there it is. That's gotta be the dead thing. Come on, get over here. We gotta authenticate. The beeping stopped. The sighs of relief were audible even through the heavy door. Whew! Looks like it stopped. Junpei and his companions leaned away from the door and breathed a collective sigh of relief of their own. Hey guys, are you doing all right over there? They'd heard Seven's voice, but it wouldn't hurt to be sure. Yep, we're fine. Despite the recent danger, Clover's voice was bubbly as ever. Oh hey, I'm gonna tell you about this whole dead thing, okay? Dead is just like the red, but the color's different. You know the red was red? Well, the dead is blue. Other than that, it's just like the red. Authenticating is the same too. Awesome, thanks. That helps a lot. Well, we should probably move now. You be careful out there. Roger that. Bleh. Junpei and the others left door 5 and headed toward door 4. They stood in front of the red and placed each of their hands upon it. Four asterisks appeared on the screen. Junpei grabbed the lever and turned around. You guys ready? Yeah. Sure. Let's go. None of them looked particularly optimistic, but their faces were set. Junpei nodded to them and turned back toward the red. All right, let's go. With strength and determination, he pulled the lever. Run! The four of them leaped through the door together. Ooh! The moment they had passed through it, each heard a cold electronic sound coming from their wrists. Ooh, it's got a skull on it. In the center of each bracelet, a red skull appeared and began to flash. The detonator's countdown had begun. In the long moment that each of them spent staring at their wrists, so 9 seconds have already passed, so they got like 79 seconds left. The numbered door behind them closed, and the sound of metal on metal reverberated down the hallway. There was no way back now. They were committed, and they could not find the device to deactivate their detonators. Hey, where the hell is the dead? Back to this music. How would I know? Don't give me that crap. Start looking. I already am. They began to run, eyes looking frantically for the device that was the key to their salvation. The hallway they found themselves running down was a long one, easily 300 feet in length. On the right side of it stood a series of wooden doors, all nearly identical. If they had taken time to think, they would likely have discerned that the doors led to cabins. Don't tell me the dead is in one of these rooms. Oh no! How many rooms do you think there are? Junpei was too frightened to count properly, but at the best guess, there were 7 or 8 of them. Oh, fuck! There wasn't time to count them, to be sure. Junpei ran to the nearest door. He grabbed the knob and shook it hard. It wouldn't open. It didn't feel locked, more like someone had hammered an iron plate over the other side of the door. Junpei turned around to find another door and saw his companions had already run to doors of their own. They did not seem to have any more success than he had. Their own words confirmed his fears. Shit! This one's no good! Same here. It's not moving. June was the last to speak. As Junpei looked in her direction, his eye caught something he hadn't noticed before. Sorry, the text is just so small. A small red light. It flashed at him dimly from the end of their hallway. That's it! Over there! Yo, I like how the picture up here is like unfocused, like everything's kind of blurred, like they're running now. I like that, it's a good touch. That's it, over there! Even as he yelled, he ran. He grabbed Santa, Lotus, and June and pulled them toward the light. Santa called out to them as he ran. Hey! How many more seconds do we have? How would I know? Our time limit is 81 seconds. I know that, goddammit! I'm asking you how many seconds we have left. In all likelihood, Junpei figured nearly a minute had already passed since the door had closed behind them. If that was true, they had about 21 seconds left. Urgency foremost in all of their minds, they arrived at the end of the hallway. Okay, I see it over there. The dead sat on the left wall, blinking almost tauntingly at them. Hokey AF. Hurry! Junpei grabbed hold of the machine, his hands slick with sweat and shaking. He slammed his hand against the scanner panel. The other three quickly followed suit. With a grunt, Santa yanked the lever downward. Whew! Looks like it stopped. I'm a little lightheaded after all that panting. His hands beginning to steady, Junpei wiped away some of the sweat that had beaded on his forehead. Oh geez, okay. I'm gonna have to figure out to get closer to the screen or something, because this text is so tiny. As they caught their breath, the four companions began to look around. At the end of the hallway lay a heavy-looking set of double doors. Set into the walls of the hallway on either side of the larger door were two smaller ones. They all needed inspecting, but Junpei began with the largest of the three, the double doors. Reading glasses? I actually do have to wear glasses, like I'm wearing contacts right now. And so if I focus too hard on something, especially like little writing like this, my contacts will dry out. So I don't know if you guys can see me blink a lot, but I feel like I blink a lot. How many times had he come across similar doors with similar results, he wondered. Or perhaps he corrected himself, more a lack of results. Whatever the reason, the door remained firm and unyielding, and refused to allow Junpei or anyone else to pass. Near the handle was a small keyhole. Oh geez, here we go. Above the keyhole was a small symbol, engraved in the brass. Mail? He wasn't quite sure what to make of it, and stared at it for a moment in confusion. It was June that corrected him. No, that's not the symbol for mail. That's probably the symbol of Mars. Going all Saul up in here. Also, you hold your eyes very wide. That probably doesn't help. Yeah, I typically have like that. Like my eyes typically look like that. I have big eyes. My best friend tells me I look like she always tries to take pictures or something like that, and she always tells me to do it again because I'm looking weird at the camera. But I saw a number of similar symbols near the main stairway. The symbols of the solar system. The sun, Saturn, the Earth. At least that's what I'm assuming. So this isn't the man symbol. It's a symbol for Mars. I think so, yes. While Junpei and June talked, Santa had disappeared. They turned to find him some distance down the hallway. He had gone to check the other doors. Eventually, he reached the last of them and jogged back. It took him only a moment to catch his breath again. Here's the deal. None of the other doors open. Then that must mean we only have 2 more doors. Lotus examined the doors on either side of the large double door. Each one had a metal plate attached to it. B92, B93. Junpei figured they were probably room numbers. The door on the left read B92, and the door on the right proclaimed that it led to B93. So we got no Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Uranus, or Neptune left to find. So we got Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune left to find. Possibly, that's probably one of the things. I know there were like 30 different puzzles or something like that in here. I read the back of the cover for the game and stuff like that, so apparently there's like 30 different puzzles or something like that, so this could be a long game actually, for like having like 9 hours to get out of this. Junpei put his hand on the doorknob for the door that said room 92. Santa moved to the door to room 93. They'd made it through the numbered door alive. There was nothing more to be afraid of. Junpei and Santa looked at each other and nodded. 1, 2, 3. In unison, they pushed against their respective doors and promptly found themselves in a new room. June followed Junpei, and as he threw open his door, they turned around and saw that the door on the other side was open as well. Through the door was another person, his mouth agape. It was Santa. Wait, what? So looking into the door, they see that Santa is on the... What? Yo, that gave me chills again. This game gives... This is the third time this game has given me chills. Hey, it opened. Yeah, it did. Wait, no, okay, so never mind. It wasn't that magical. Okay. I think they just looked back at each other. I think. Lotus's calm voice broke into their thoughts. Maybe this is all part of Zero's plan. I can't say I enjoy being treated like someone's puppet. As she headed for room 93, Lotus continued. Well, now we have these 2 rooms. I'm sure there's something in there that will help us get out of here. Let's find it. Santa and I will search this room. Junpei and June search the other one. Alright. Okay. Okay, so I thought it was some kind of magical hoop-de-doo, hoop-la-la, like they open the door and looking through the door they see the person opening the other door, if that makes sense. Seek a way out. Okay, here we go. Alright. That face looks expensive. I wonder how much we could get for it. Are you gonna steal it? I love June. Writing could work on clarity rather than frou-frou adverbs and fluff. True. And that was super cute. I love June. Ooh. What is this?